Alright, cheers! Woo! Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Sports Addicts Anonymous. Welcome.
My name's Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm a fantasy sports addict.
And my name is Ryan. And among other things, I am a fantasy sports addict.
Hi, Ryan. Today we're here to discuss something that's pretty seasonal, pretty topical. We're obviously about halfway through the fantasy baseball head-to-head season, maybe a third of the way or a little more through the roto season. It's trade season. I mean, it's officially time to address roster needs. You know, maybe free some room. I don't know. You never drafted a shortstop, and we're this far into the season. You still don't have one. It's a good time to go out and make some adjustments. So
Tom, if I wanted to go out and make some trades,
okay,
how would I go about doing that?
Well, we have a couple of etiquette suggestions. Let's start with some of the simple stuff. Like, you say you need a shortstop. You're going to another manager. He doesn't want to hear a point-by-point breakdown of why his player sucks.
No, really?
You don't want to badmouth another manager's players, because most of the time when somebody drafts a team, they're drafting players they like for whatever reason. They just like that guy. Maybe they went to school.
But I thought if I told them how much they suck, they'd give them to me at a lesser cost.
No, in fact, like, character assassination of these players will not, in fact, make another manager more likely to accept that lowball offer you just sent them.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes. Another real basic suggestion would be that you want to reply to these trade offers as quickly and politely as possible, no matter how bad they are. I mean, again, we see them all the time. So many bad offers, right?
So if I see a trade offer I don't like, I can't just let it sit there or just blindly hit reject and not say anything about it?
Well, at least if you reject it, you've responded in a sense, so I guess that's a plus. But really, you want to at least take the time to say, hey, no thanks. This just doesn't work for me. I already have 3 third basemen. I mean, if you take forever to respond, basically that's just being rude to the rest of the league. And the key thing is here that you don't want to slam the door on future trade opportunities by being an asshole.
I know a lot of times when I'm sending out trade offers, I either got a player about to be coming off for the DL, or there's a player in the free agency I want to pick up, so I'm trying to clear some roster space. And if I'm sitting there and got to wait days to get a response...
Oh, it kills your whole thing.
Yeah, next thing I know, the guy is already picked up, or the DL, he's ready to come back, and I can't make a move until I drop somebody.
It's just deadly. Deadly when you're waiting. So don't make somebody wait.
Please.
Because most of the time there's some urgency involved. The back end of this would be, once some of these trades have already been accepted, you don't really want to start vetoing arbitrarily. It's not your business to police the return.
But it's so fun to click the veto button.
That's called sour grapes.
But I wanted that guy. I was in talks with them. Why couldn't I get Steven Strasburg?
Your offer wasn't good enough, or now you have a new manager, a new offer to send. It's not your business, really. I mean, it's kind of the mind your own business philosophy, because really, again, it's not your job to police another manager's values or returns or any of this stuff. And unless it's, like, obviously collusion, and it's so rarely obviously collusion, unless it's, like, beating you over the head, hey, I'm taking your players off your roster. I mean, just mind your own business, and it's good karma. I mean, again, just don't tell somebody else how to run
is there ever a time when, other than collusion, that it's okay to veto a trade?
Yeah, I would say there may be one exception to this. Like, for example, your Dynasty auction was a 14-man, something of that nature.
15-man, yeah.
There's the manager in last place who doesn't know what he's doing. He's admitted to everybody, I'm new at this, I'm trying, I'm pretty good at football, football's more my thing. And say somebody's, like, obviously, like, maybe even worst case, the commish is trying to take advantage of this guy in a trade. That's nice maybe if the league steps in, and but again,
Like, no, you're not trading Steven Strasburg for Josh Reddick and a 40-year-old closer. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. You'd be hurting your team. You'd be doing yourself a disservice. So there's a few times maybe for the integrity of the league, but
sorry,
it's not often.
Got off topic.
All right. Here's some of the more important stuff. You need to be active when you're making trades. You can't just sit back and wait for offers to come to you or for people to like read the mists in the air, some sort of tarot card mind reading thing. Trade offers don't just
So is that why I never get any trades when I just post on the message boards, hey guys, let's make some trades, send me offers?
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's exactly why people who do that don't see offers, because 1, we don't know what you need, 2, we don't care, 3, we're busy. So, what you want to do is set your trade block, set expectations about things you need, stats you're after, guys you like, teams you like, whatever it is. Something so somebody dealing with you knows what the best way to make a deal is. So then, when you have your players listed, you're actively shopping. You're out there like emailing people and like, hey, we got this, how can I help you with this?
So is there ever a good time when you want to put it out there and let it be known that a player is like, on the block? To me.
The only time you'd want really to shout, hey, come to me, is if you're already in, that's the key. If you're already in negotiations with another manager for, say, some top flight type player, you know, maybe you could get a little bit more by kind of driving up the value. Like, hey, so-and-so's interested. I'm about to make a deal for whatever top-notch brand name player. Anybody else interested? Don't get in now if you still want it.
I mean, if you can actually start a bidding war for, you know, a top player, yeah, do it.
That's a win-win. Now, the most important thing to keep in mind for trading is trades need to be fair and reasonable for both parties or all parties involved if there's more than 2. Everyone should benefit. Nobody wants to be like taken advantage of in a trade. Nobody wants to be like suspicious of like, what's going on? Is this guy trying to get one over on me? Like, I don't know. And bottom line is, be thoughtful. What's the incentive? Why would this player want to take this trade? You know, like
I like to use the rule of thumb. Like, if I saw this offer come to me,
right,
would I consider accepting it? Like, does this work? Does it make sense? Do the players' values at least compare to each other?
Does somebody get something other than me getting something? Right? I mean, that's at the end of the day, you don't want to insult your other manager's intelligence. You don't want to piss off somebody in the league. Again, leave the door open for future opportunity. Maybe you don't have a deal right now, but don't assume someone's stupid.
And it's almost even okay to overpay sometimes to get the player you want.
Go for what you
because the other managers see that and like, hey, this guy,
they know he deals.
He responds to trades quickly. He talks about what he needs. He's willing to pay for the players he gets, and he's not trying to fucking ram me in the ass.
Right.
So, you do those things, you're going to be able to trade with other managers.
Yeah, it's all about having a good rapport. Always leave the door open for future opportunities. So, hopefully some of these suggestions will be of value. You can get out there, maybe make some deals now, and
hopefully this helps.
Yeah, or if nothing else, you probably agree with it because you're already doing these things anyway. So.
I'm just tired of seeing these god-awful trade offers coming my way left and right. And I try to make a good trade, and then I get countered for half my team and all my best players.
These things are not cool, not good etiquette. So with that in mind, we're going to close our meeting today with the Fantasy Sports Serenity Prayer. You want to lead? Should I lead?
I'll go ahead and
Please
lead.
do. All right.
All right. Fantasy gods, please grant me the serenity to set my ideal lineups and the courage to add drop aggressively.
Right.
And the wisdom to make good trades.
That's what we're here for today, talking about trades. All right, so as always, you can check us out on Twitter, Gmail, at letter F, letter S, the word double, at FSAA. Check us out anytime. Feel free to send us a note. Tell us the worst trade offer you ever saw, or maybe tell us how these trade etiquette tips helped you get a trade this
And
season.
you know, we got some time. If you need any trading advice or should you accept this trade, you know, just drop us a line and
We'll try to help you out.
yeah, absolutely.
All right. Have a great one.
Cheers.
No